Hi everyone! The purpose of today's video is to teach you how to create some basic hotkeys. Our starting point is with 1000 equity. Here are BP values. We have no open positions, and we have no open orders at the moment. So, the most important hotkey for me personally is for closing out an existing position. So, where is the hotkey functionality located? You can open it from the chart. The red wheel, it says Hotkeys. Or you can go to Settings, Application Settings, and in the Trading section, you can see Hotkeys and Saved Orders. So let me delete this one, and we can start from scratch. As I said, the first and most important hotkey will be to close out an existing position. So I start by pressing the Add button, and I am presented with a Hotkey Editor. Now we have the header part, where we can enter the name for the key, which is a short name, and then we have a description. It's enabled whether we want the key to be active or not. Whenever we want to deactivate it, we can just switch it off from here without deleting the key. Then we have a list of the windows where we want the hotkeys to be active. And then we have an action part where we set what action we want the hotkey to perform. Let's say it will be a key for closing out a position. So I just put Close Position as a short name on it. In the description part, I will add a longer description that says, Hotkey for closing out entire position. Differentiates between long and short positions. For me, it's enough of a description. Now I have to select in which window I want the key to be active. By default, it is active on all windows, but honestly, I want to switch it off from the account view. I want to switch it off from the depth of market window because it has Buy Ask and Sell Bid. I just don't want it to be active there, and I will leave it active on the other windows. Now I go to the action part, where I have to define what the key needs to accomplish. Now first, the order attributes for account. I leave the default account, and I suggest you do the same. For symbol, I leave the default as well, because it will send the order in the current symbol. Then we have the drop choice. The drop has a different action for the different windows. So for the level 2 and for the trade ticket, it pre-fills the attributes of the order. For the chart and DOM windows, it drops the order on the respective window. I like to pre-populate the order parameters and leave it to true. Then we have the send choice, where we define whether we want the key to send the order to your executing broker in case of true. Whenever it is false, it doesn't send the order. It waits for a final confirmation on your part. And then we have cancel, then send, which cancels all your current orders in the ticker, and then sends the hotkey order. Now, because we will be closing out an existing position, and it is quite possible that during the day we have placed some orders in the ticker here and there, I would prefer to cancel the existing orders and then send the new one. So I unselect it here. Then we go to the leg part of the hotkey definition, where we have to choose the order type. I will leave it set to limit. The other choices you have are market, stop limit, etc. But I leave it at limit. Then we have to define the action of the order, so that's what we want from the order, what site to populate. Now, because we want the order to differentiate between a long position and a short position, we have to write a simple expression here. So I select the 3 dots, and I put in the following. If the position is long, it means it's larger than 0. I want the hotkey to pre-populate sell side. If it's not, I would like to check the position is short. That means a position is less than 0. And we want the key to populate buy. And if we don't have a position, we want the key to populate none. Please know that sell, buy, and none here are in single quotes. When I am ready with a condition, I just press Enter and click somewhere outside the box. If I make an error, it will be highlighted in red and will give you an error message showing what the error is. It looks that I got it right the first time, but let's create an error now. Let's say that we put none without a single quote, and see now it's underlined in red, saying a none identifier. So I go and edit it now, and it's all good. Now for the quantity choice, we have to select what quantity we want the hotkey to populate. For this one, because we might have a long and short position, we want the key to send our existing position, but in case of short position, we have a minus, let's say 100. So we want to send the position absolute value. Now for limit price, I don't want to send market orders. You do have a choice here, and I don't want to send aggressive orders. But I would like to populate a price that if I'm closing at the bid, it's 1 cent below the bid. And if I'm closing a short position at the ask, I populate ask plus 1 cent. Now, how is this expressed? If the position is larger than 0, this is a long position, ? I would like to populate the price of bid minus 1 cent. Defined by semicolon, if a position is smaller than 0, it means that it's a short position. Then populate ask plus 1 cent. If we don't have a position in the ticker, populate 0. Now we will click outside of the box to see if it rejects or not. Here we have the routing instruction, which is where we want to send our order. Because we are covering, I would like to use the Smart Order Router, so I just put Smart here. For the time and force special instructions, I don't have any. I think I'm ready with this key, so I just press Apply and OK. Now we see the hotkey in our list of hotkeys. It says which window it will be available, and I see I still haven't defined a key press for it. So I click here and I will use Control plus right square bracket and press Enter. So to recap what we have done so far, we have a hotkey that should close a position. Now, in order to test that it works, I will go to Siri and buy 100 shares from the ask. Now we can see that we have 100 shares long position. And if we want to close it out, I press Control and right square bracket, and you can see our position was closed. Here you can see that the order was priced properly. The bid is $6.17. We send the order at 1 cent below the bid. Basically, this is it, and it looks like it's working. So let's try with a short position now. Let's go to USO and sell 100 shares from the bid. So now we are 100 shorts at the ticker. Here we set a key to cancel all existing orders. So let's say during the day we decided to put one cover order buy at $44. Now we want to check if the hotkey will properly cancel our orders first and then cover the position. What do we have now? We have a short position of 100 shares, and we have a pending buy order for 100 shares at $44. So I press Control plus right square bracket, and in the trade log, you can see the chain of events. The existing order was canceled, and then my position was properly covered. In the Position tab, I see no open positions. From that, we see that we properly defined our key, so now we can go on and define the next one. My next action will be to buy aggressively from the ask. So I'll just put a short name of Buy from Ask and a description, Buys from the ask price. I would like the key to be available in all these windows. So I go and say, account is the current symbol, drop means populate, the order attributes, the send is currently false, I would like to send the order to the broker, and choosing cancel, then send, because I don't want my existing order to be canceled. Then I go to the leg part, order type limit. Here action will be buy. Quantity will be current. Limit price will be ask. For routing, because it's an aggressive order, I want to send my order to smart with the current time and force, etc. I press apply and OK. Now I have to define the hotkey. Let's say with control and semicolon. OK. Now, while we are here, let's create a Sell Bid button. We say Sell and put Bid with capital letters, so it's easier to differentiate in the list. Sells current quantity and symbol at the bid price. I want to have it active on my Windows and go to the action part. Current account, leave it unchanged. Current symbol, drop true. Send, yes, and we select order type, limit, action, sell, quantity, current, limit price, bid, routing, smart, I leave the current settings for TIFF, TIFF data, etc. I press apply and OK. For a key press, control and pipe. OK, I'll just make a note. We have for buy ask, control, and semicolon, and control plus pipe for sell. A warning appears. Your changes have not been saved. Discard changes? No. I have to apply the changes and press OK to save all my settings. OK, so if I go to USO and press Control and semicolon, I have to buy 100 shares within the ask. Let's see if it works. That worked pretty well. Let's try now in sell by pressing Control and pipe. We will sell 100 shares at the bid. This one worked nicely. OK, so what have we accomplished so far? We have hotkeys that allow us to buy aggressively from ask, sell at the bid, and close out our existing positions. This puts us in a good position for quick trading in fast-moving markets. Because whenever a position goes against you, you don't want to waste time selecting an order type, quantity, price, route, etc. This concludes our tutorial on hotkeys. Thanks for watching.